Rothschild signing this agreement for them to take over the land. And what they did was they grabbed so-called Jews that were scattered all over the place, from Spain, from Poland, from Russia, from wherever they were at, to bring them there, as to say that those were the returning children of Israel. But the prophecy states there weren't going to be no more weapons, all right, being used. That instead of weapons, there was going to be farming instruments used and things of that nature. So since they've been in that land, and find out exactly when they got to that land after the declaration. I know they didn't go straight there right after the declaration. I think they got up in there around what, 40s? So-called Jews or something like that?
After the 40.
Get the history out there. Give me some history on the so-called Jews born in. You know, because when they went, they were here in America. They were having little videos, and yeah, the children of God have returned, and they started lying to the people all over again. You know, saying that they were the Israelites returning back to. But since they've been there, the Arabs been fucking them up. To this day, this people,
they don't even do it. They'll go the Jewish motherfuckers will fuck with the Palestinians and then throw a knife on the ground and say that he tried to stab them.
Well, look at that.
And then and shoot them or come against them. And they said this
just to give them a reason, an excuse to roll up on the Palestinian and to steal. They always steal in Palestinian land.
Right.
Every time you look, they take, which is not their land. Right. It's neither of their land. Right. All right. These damn devils. But give me what you got.
This is Isaiah 14, started 2.
See, everyone knows that the white man, the white woman, his children are the fucking devil. All right? Even they know that. They hate themselves. Right? Those damn cracker Russians, they hate the crackers over here in America. Right?
That's right.
So they hate that. They know that they're all dumb. But the main motherfucking devil is the so-called Jewish devil. That's the one. Everybody hates them.
Right.
But they try to say, oh no, because we're the children. No, you're the devil, man.
That's right.
All right? And you got it, and everybody's coming. But first of all, people got to take a back seat again at your ass, because we got this. We're going to take you out.
That's right.
All right?
Isaiah 14 and 2. It says, and the people shall take them.
It's only, the people shall, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before the Lord gives us the power. Give his son, well, he gave his son the power, all power, Yahushua, right? And then we're gonna rule with him. It's only a matter of time before this takes, but before this takes place, certain prophecies gotta take place.
That's right.
The RFID chip, the mark of the beast gotta take place, right? Wars, escalating, gotta take place, right? Pestilences, diseases at an all-time rate have to take place. These things that he told the disciples in Matthew 24 chapter. He said, look, it's coming, but before the kingdom come, all this has to take place. Then and then it said one of the keys is that the gospel was going to be preached throughout all the world. Then the end shall come, showing you that the Jehovah's Witnesses don't got the truth. They've been around for years. They got Jehovah's Witness temples in the Congo some damn where, right? They're all over the damn place. The Roman Catholics, they're all over the damn place, man.
Right.
Okay? The world didn't come to an end. The Baptists, come on, man. There's many, you name it, Seventh-day Adventists, Islam, all over the damn world. But the kingdom, the world didn't come to an end. Right? Or this man's world didn't come to an end yet. It's beginning now. You're gonna start hearing about camps opening up all over the damn place, man. Saying, Kum Yashala, all praise be to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, double honor to the elder apostles of grave millstone, and all that in their language. That's why the Lord created the internet, man, and YouTube and all that, because now you can translate what they're saying. You know, Slack. You got a brother I heard out in Mexico, man. He out there. I don't know if he got another brother with him or not, but it's beginning, man. And all we brothers underneath the other apostles are gonna have hundreds of men, thousands of men under us. Remember, it's 144,000. That's just the governing body. Then keep in mind the multitude that John saw. The angel asked him, who were those? They came out of every nation and every kindred and every tongue on the planet Earth. He said, you know. So the angel, you know, Lord, I don't know. You know why he said that he didn't know? Because they were looking like the other nations, man. All right? Give me Habakkuk 5 and 2. Read that, man.
It says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and for handmaids.
Right, that's talking about the other nation. Now, we brought that out. That's the spirit. We brought that out, I think, last week or the week before. And that's exactly what's going to, that's the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
See, slavery. All right? Go ahead.
It says, and they shall take them captives.
Captives. Go ahead.
Whose captives they were. And they shall rule over their oppressors. And it shall
And
come.
they shall what? They shall what?
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
See, that's why they're trying to get rid of the Bible, man. That's why they're trying to get rid of the Bible. You see? Because of scriptures like that. Oh, and it's these are that's outdated. That's outdated. Don't worry about that. You know why? Because they're afraid of what's coming. Payback.
It says, and it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest.
Right, because we don't got no rest now. We don't got no rest now. We gotta work. We gotta work underneath this damn devil. They rob us. You gotta pay if you're working straight up for them. You gotta pay the IRS money, which is that's an illegal entity. It's not it's not nothing to do with, you know, with the government and all that. IRS, the federal banks and all that. That's private owners taking your fucking money, man.
It's not constitutional.
It's not constitutional.
It's never ratified. Just right there, point.
Go ahead.
Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it's polluted, it shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction.
Yeah, it begins, you get out of this bitch first mentally, okay? And then physically, we're gonna get out of here on those ships. Take us out of here. Because, like the Lord said, man, that he shall cut the time short, or else there shall no flesh be saved. Because the so-called Jew, God, man, I mean, the so-called Jew, so-called white man, got so much planned, man, so much shit he got planned to destroy the people, man. It's impossible for anybody to live, you know?
Yeah, if I may say.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrows, right? So when the true Israelites get set in their own land, the kingdom, we're gonna have rest from all wars, rest from all anything that, you know, is a detriment to us. Right now, those so-called Israelis over there, who's really Edomites, you know, it's all people, all type of people that's ready to, they got nukes pointed that direction. You know what I'm saying? Ready to fuck that place up. You know what I'm saying? So this couldn't be talking about them because they don't have no rest right now. You know, they still got a standing army ready to, you know, battle anyone that come against them, which will come against them. You know what I'm saying? So they couldn't be those people because this says that the Israelites, when they get set in their kingdom, you know, they will have it. I'll read it. It says, and it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. All right? So that couldn't be talking about those Edomites who's calling themselves Israelis.
That's right.
Right?
Or Israelis in the Bible. Or Jew, and there ain't no Jewish.
Yep.
Jew-like.
Right.
The suffix ish means something that pertains to something, or pertaining to something. You wish to be a Jew. No, in the scriptures you read about Israelites, the Hebrew Israelite, right? A nation of pertaining to whichever one of the 12 tribes. Yasharallah. So, all right, bring on what you got.
Isaiah 2, starting with 3. And many people shall come and say, come ye, let us go up into the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the power of Jacob. And he will teach us his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law, and from the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. And he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people. And they shall beat their swords into plowshares.
That's talking about when the Lord comes, the one you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, which according to the Bible was a black man. All right? The Israelites, the real Jews are black, according to the Bible. He's coming to rebuke many people, many nations. One of the main nations coming to rebuke is the so-called white nation, so-called white man. Read again. I mean, read on. Go ahead.
And they shall beat their swords into plowshares, their spears into pruning hooks, Nation shall not lift up sword against nation.
So we know, get Joel, we know of the great battle that's going to take place, right?
Right.
Armageddon, the joining of the troops in the Middle East.
Right.
We know of that. All nations know of that. The Bible is throughout all nations, man, in different languages, so they know. All right, we know according to the Bible that Russia, that's Magog, right? Because they're living in the land of the children of Japheth, and they called that name Magog, right? Or one of the children of Japheth was named Magog. That's why he had that area. It was named after him, and the symbol was what? The bear, right? The Medes, right? The bear, the Madai. And now you got Edomites living up there calling themselves Russian. They're gonna come against, according to the scripture, they're gonna burn the land of Israel 100%. They're gonna burn, along with the other nations, America 100%. All right, this is gonna take place. It's inevitable. Go ahead.
Spears into pruning hooks.
This is in the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
Ain't gonna be war no more, man, because the Lord. That's why he's known as the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. Crowns underneath his feet. He's coming to conquer all the kings of this earth, man. The EU nations, those are all little governments with their own little kings. They're gonna be destroyed, man, when Yahushua comes.
And if I must add to it, that these other nations, he said he's going to beat their swords into plowshares and spears into pruning hooks. Means you're going to be back, you're going to be in them cotton fields. You're going to be up there and doing agricultural work, planting and being our servants. That's what your job is going to be.
And being masons, building up our walls, and all that. Because soon we get up, like we mentioned a couple of weeks ago, I think last week, as soon as the Lord delivers us out of here, the kingdom, we're not going to land back again and the kingdom is right there, everything built. No, it's going to take a little time. So it's going to be like the time when we left Egypt in the wilderness for a little while, you see?
And nation shall not lift up sword against nation.
Yeah, so that's the kingdom right there.
Neither shall they learn war anymore.
So the so-called Jews are constantly, they got their own military.
That's right.
Right? What the fuck you doing? If you're the people of God, what are you doing with the military right now? That's supposed to be the kingdom.
It's supposed to be in peace.
Right? It's supposed to be farming utensils and stuff like that. And people serving you if you're the people of God. You know? Go ahead.
This is Daniel 7:4. I saw in the night vision, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. And there was given him dominion and glory
break it down.
and a kingdom. I'll read it again. I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him.
Okay. So the Son of Man, who is that talking about? That's talking about Yahushua. All right? He came to the Ancient of Days. Who's the Ancient of Days? The Most High. He don't have an end or a beginning. He was always. So he's the Ancient of Days. Go ahead.
And there was given him dominion and glory and a kingdom that all people, nations, and languages should serve him.
So that kingdom was given into Yahushua. All right? That all people shall serve him. And then in Romans 8 and 16, I believe, it talks about how that the Israelites are going to be joint heirs with Yahushua.
That's right, brother.
All right? And so we're going to take that kingdom, and under Yahushua, we're going to rule. All right?
His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed.
All right? So all kingdoms always had a beginning and had an end.
That's right.
But it says that the Israelites is going to rule and rule with what's this?
Everlasting.
Continually, but then I'm thinking of a scripture. World without end.
Isaiah,
all right,
right, Isaiah 40,
all right. We're gonna rule forever and ever, even forever. Go ahead.
Verse 18, I'm backing you up. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom.
They gonna do what?
Take the kingdom.
We're gonna take the kingdom
and possess the kingdom forever.
Right.
Even forever and ever.
Damn. So you can just keep on going. This is ever and ever and ever, after age after age, and I can continue for hours and hours saying that because it's never going to end. All right?
Without it.
Can I say something? So what's this image of saints that they push out there on the media, like Mother Teresa and Pope Francis and all these popes and saints and deacons and this, that, and the third? The scripture said that the saints are going to take the kingdom.
That's right.
That's an act of violence.
That's right.
That's an act of war. So the saints are warriors, man.
That's right.
Like the scriptures say in Ezekiel, dealing with the valley of the dry bones, he's raising up an army.
That's right.
The Most High is raising up an army of saints, which are the Israelites. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Mexicans.
That's right. Hey, well, look, take King David. He was a prophet, a warrior, and a king. I mean, damn, that's bad, man. You're a man of the Lord. You're a prophet, and then you're a king, and the Lord sets you up, man.
That's right.
And he was out there. Wait, King David was out there killing the Philistines. When they told him to stop, he got mad at his men, man. That's you gotta chill out. That's how bad he was. And that's when the Lord chose Solomon to build the temple. He said, because he had too much blood on his hands, He said, just chill, fall back. Your son is gonna be the one to build me a house, because that was the Lord's son, Yahweh Shai.
If I make a point. Then David also ate of the showbread, right? Because through the power of Yahweh Shai, he said, "You are a nation and kingdom of priests."
Right. That's
so
right.
he's still, he's a priest as well.
Yeah.
It didn't count. If you would have ate the showbread without worthily, you would have been destroyed.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So but that embodies all what we're going to be is a nation of kingdom of priests, prophets, and kings.
That's right.
Through the spirit of Yahweh Shai.
Khan. It's a beautiful thing.
Order Malak Tazadak.
Khan.
Righteous kings, right?
Go ahead, Yahya.
Khan, this is Deuteronomy 33:27. It says, "The eternal power is thy refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms. And he shall thrust out the enemy from before thee."
Both sides says he's going to thrust out the enemy before who? His people, man. Because we don't have power right now of ourselves to thrust the enemy out.
That's right.
We have to wait on the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
But he's going to give us that power, and he's coming in to do it himself too.
That's right.
Yahweh Shai is going to be tearing up this place right along.
Come.
Because the Most High likes to get it in too.
That's
He says
right.
he's a man of war.
That's
Most
right.
High, Yahweh Shai is his name.
Yeah, and coming to, man, the last battle, the last great battle, right? The battle of Armageddon, the valley of decision. All right, go ahead.
Joel 3:1, for behold, in those days, and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem.
Right, notice it said, bring again the captivity of Judah, which is the kingdom of Judah, right? Judah, Benjamin, Levi, and Jerusalem, meaning the northern kingdom, Ephraim, and the rest of the tribes, back together again after all these years.
Yeah.
Like I told brothers, man, we're fulfilling that history right now.
That's right.
You got brothers from all different tribes coming together. This has not happened since the time of King Solomon,
That's what
when he was alive, man.
Ephesians, the 2nd chapter, that's what that's all about. From 2:11 on down.
That's right, so that's a beautiful thing, man. That's a beautiful thing, man.
Okay.
We're coming back together, man, in unity and peace under Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, in his word, all right? Getting ready for what's about to go down, man. All right? Go ahead.
Verse 2, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Yes, so the Lord is going to gather all nations, all right? But it ain't going to be for singing Kumbaya and eating some fucking cheesecake. It's to judge them, all right? To destroy them, put them in their place, all right? And then so that we can rule over them.
Right?
All right? Go ahead.
And the word Jehoshaphat is from the Hebrew words Yahweh Shaphat, which means the Most High's judgment.
That's right.
That's the place where he's going to judge all the armies of the earth.
Yeah. Now, how come he didn't choose the land of Ham, Africa? So all you Kemites out there, why is he choosing that area around Jerusalem, Israel, the Middle East? All right, because that's where everything started at, man. And y'all niggas know that. Y'all just being rebellious and wicked, but that's okay. Y'all gonna partake of that lake of fire, all right? That's gonna be caused by those thermonuclear missiles that are gonna be shot. Go ahead.
Hey, can I ask something where you at? It's going with when we get over there to the valley of Jehoshaphat, you know what the wicked heathens are going to try to do? This is 2nd Esdras 13. I'm going to start with verse 5. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was a gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the 4 winds of heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. but I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew up upon it. But I would have seen the region, a place where the hill was graven, and I could not. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war.
Hey, no, that one scripture reminded me, because the Lord, man, he gonna sit up here and play with these motherfuckers. Just like he put it in the spirit of Pharaoh, you know, to not let the people go. You know what I'm saying? And it said that they still gonna fight.
Right.
You know, Most High about that action.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And he gonna put it in their spirit that they gonna still try to fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And get that ass handed to him.
But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and a great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude.
2 words. Laser beams.
That's right. Yes.
Condensed light
That's right.
coming out of those chariots, man.
And fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight. That's in the valley of Jehoshaphat.
That's right. Right.
And burned them up, everyone, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived,
Damn.
but only dust and the smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid.
Damn.
He got to, but he got to clean up Israel, man.
Right.
He got to clean up Jerusalem and that whole region,
Right.
because it's so much wickedness and so much madness.
Right.
He's got to burn it up.
Well, you got Tel Aviv.
Yeah.
Right.
They call it the Pink City.
That's right.
In the
how they write
in the
this
Holy
thing.
Land.
Can I may I say?
Yeah.
That's how you know if all that's still going on over there, shit still going over here, you know the actual true children of the Most High is not in their land.
Thank you.
All right? And this is 2nd Esdras 4, start at 28. It says, "But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee. For the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come." He was just reading about that destruction to come.
right.
It hasn't happened yet,
So
right?
you know that's not the real people.
Right. It says, "If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good." Because in the kingdom, it's going to be all good for the Israelites. It's, the Israelites, the true children of the Most High, it's going to be all good. But it says, cannot it come? It's not all good over there right now.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got all type of wars and rumors of wars, and like I say, nukes just.
Confusion.
That's right. And all type of nukes just headed for that place. You know what I'm saying? It's pointed right. It's targeting that place. It's pointed right there.
Yeah.
You
And
know what I'm
it's like real quick. If the Amalekites, the so-called Jewish people, could have it their way, it would be no Palestinian Arabs over there, which they're not the real Palestinians. Palestinian goes back to the word Palashthia, which is the Philistines,
Right.
which were so-called Hamites, Africans, all right? But they went and stole the land like you mentioned before.
Right.
But they still can't get rid of the Palestinian Arabs over there now, which is still why they're being trouble. Nobody has been in Israel alone since the Canaanites were there originally.
That's right.
But even though through the Spirit, you know, we had this is our land,
Right.
all right. But the Most High said they'd be in trouble to this day, and the Most High they're not at peace.
No.
So how they gotta be worried about some Palestinians in their land if they were the true people of the Lord?
Right. And then you got some so-called Jewish people, them Khazarian rats, right? Some of them, you know, are over there and they do the Wailing Wall and shit. And you got some of them over here, over there, and they're like, oh, I don't give a fuck about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Woo, woo. But you got Isaiah, it says in Isaiah 60 and 21, it says, "Thy people also shall be all righteous." All right? It says, "Thy people also shall be all righteous. They shall inherit the land forever. The branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified."
So where the righteous Jewish people at?
Yeah, where they at? Where they at? All they ever done was do wickedness, man.
Cut.
You know?
Cut.
No, I wanted to bring a point. A point on why they getting their ass served to them over there in the land of Israel.
Oh, you're talking about
it's similar to
17.
Yeah, it's similar. Well, similar to the time when King Shalmaneser took us out, and then he engrafted in the heathen, but the lions. Go on, get that.
I saw you with 2 Kings, and I got it right here. It's 2 Kings 17.
Because those Arabs are those lions, man.
That's right.
That's their spirit is like that, wild. We could get that in the pocket.
I'm going straight to the point.
Go ahead, brother.
2 Kings 17:24. And the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon and from Cutha and from Ava and from Hamath and from Sepharim and placed them in the cities of Samaria instead of the children of Israel.
Right.
And they possessed Samaria and dwelt in the cities thereof. And so it was at the beginning of their dwelling there that they feared not the Lord. Therefore the Lord sent lions among them, which slew some of them. Wherefore they spake to the king of Assyria, saying, the nations which thou hast removed and placed in the city of Samaria know not the manner of the Most High of the land. Therefore he has sent lions among them.
That's where the woman of the well came from.
I was just about to say that. That's the spirit, man.
That's sure you young niggas, man, that think you know something.
I was thinking it in my head.
Right,
if you knew your history, you would know where that hoe came from.
That's right.
Where that hoe came from.
And why she claimed to be of Samaria, but was not from Samaria.
Right, that was a remnant left that was still during that time of this right here.
That's one of the reasons why Yahweh Shai told the disciples at one point, go not into the way of the Gentiles, or not in the way of Samaria.
Right.
Why would he single out Samaria?
Enter ye into the cities of Samaria, enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Because you had Israelites there too. You know, because you had the apostates, they called them, all right, that ran there when the so-called Jewish leaders were coming against Israel and Jerusalem and kicking them out, all right, or they were trying to pass judgment on them, you know, according to the law, when they weren't keeping the law that their damn selves. That's what Yahweh Shai said, that that the Pharisees and Sadducees, those of them that were wicked, they were going off because they weren't following the law. So they were trying to pass judgment and stone Israel that was going off and stuff like that, but they weren't checking themselves. So a lot of Israelites went to that land as what they call apostates to escape judgment, all right, from those evil so-called Jew. I keep on saying so-called Jew. I didn't mean to say that. Judah that were back there, judging Israel at the time. All right, the priests. All right.
All right.
Go ahead.
Verse 26, 2 Kings 17. Wherefore they spake to the king of Assyria, saying, the nations which thou hast removed and placed in the cities of Samaria know not the manner of the God of the land.
So but see, the difference with the so-called Jews, they got the scriptures, they know how the Most High wants things done, but they so damn wicked. Who exalted and opposed himself as he is the Most High.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Go ahead.
All right. Therefore he has sent lions among them, and behold, they slay them because they know not the manner of the Most High of the land.
Thank you. Of the what? Of
the Most High of the land.
Of the land.
That's right.
He chose a land, right? And that's Israel. Okay? Yep. So the so-called Jews are over there getting their asses handed over onto them by these Arabs, all right? And they don't understand why. Why? Because none of y'all belong there.
That's right.
Okay?
Then the king of Assyria commanded, saying, carry thither one of the priests whom ye brought from thence, and let them go and dwell there, and let him teach